Well, thank you for joining me for another iTWire video. I'm joined by Patrick Malatack, the VP of Product Management at Twilio.com. Welcome to the program. So
Great to be here.
Thank you. Now we're here at StartCon 2016, and but before we get on to that, tell us a little bit about yourself and about Twilio. You know, the sort of customers you help, and what's the history of the name?
Great, yeah, so as I mentioned, my name's Patrick. I head up product management at Twilio. And Twilio is a cloud communications platform. So you may not know what Twilio is, but you've probably used Twilio. In fact, you may have even used Twilio today.
Yeah.
So Twilio powers the communications experiences in many of the most popular apps around the world.
Yeah.
So if you've used AirTasker here in Australia and connected with a Lancer and placed a phone call to them, that's Twilio. If you've called your Uber driver or sent them a message, that's Twilio. Right? If you've logged into Box and gotten a PIN code to verify the login, that's
two-factor
Twilio.
authentication.
Yeah. So Twilio is a cloud communications platform that really enables any company to integrate communications as part of their application experience.
Sure. And how long have you been in Australia?
And I've been in Australia, got in just yesterday.
Sure. But I mean Twilio, the company as well.
So Twilio's been in the APAC region now for over 2 years. We have an office in Hong Kong, we have an office in Singapore, and now we have sales and marketing on the ground here in Australia.
And is it your first time to Australia?
First time to Australia.
So you must be loving it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. The weather here in Sydney is amazing. So.
What's the weather like where you're back from? Snowy?
Yes, I'm from California, so I thought there's no way the weather can be better than California, but Sydney seemed to have topped it here in the summer.
Excellent. So, and what's the story behind the name?
Yeah, so Twilio, the name, it's not some sort of fancy story. What happened was Jeff, the CEO, was looking for names and really wanted a 6-letter internet domain. Yeah. Right. You know,
that wasn't already taken.
That wasn't already taken, right? So if you think about it like Google, 6 letters, right? Many of the Amazon, 6 letters. Yeah. Many of the most popular, successful companies on the internet, 6-letter names.
Yeah.
And so what Jeff did was he actually wrote a computer program, sort of in keeping with our developer
ethos.
Mentality. Yeah. He wrote a computer program that basically auto-generated a bunch of names, looked through the list and said, "Oh, this one sounds pretty good," and and that's how Twilio.
Here we are. So I know Twilio is a sponsor of StartCon, and you gave a talk this afternoon. So tell us the key messages from your talk, what it was called, and some of the things you really want people watching this to walk away with. Remember?
Yeah. So what I was talking about this afternoon was really one of the changes we're seeing in the industry of businesses communicating with their customers like humans.
Yeah.
As
opposed to robots, or
as opposed to robots. No, I mean, but if you think about it, many of our communication experiences that we have with businesses are terrible.
Yeah.
Right? You call and you have this.
Your call is important to us.
Your call's important.
Could there be anything more insincere?
Yeah. And so you have these terrible communication experiences today when you call your airline, right? And they don't know any of your information, even though they have my phone number somewhere. I call them. They ask me for my frequent flyer number.
It always annoys me when they are. It's the second or third person you've been put through to, and they're asking you all the information again. It's like, don't you know?
Yeah, and nowadays even the iVR asks you for that information too. And so really what Twilio is doing is we're making communications programmable, and this allows the developers of the world, the builders of the world, to integrate communications into their application experiences in a way that is seamless to the end user and creates a great experience. So I was just talking about some of the principles of that human communications, using context, using the right channel. If your customer wants voice, talk to them via voice. If they want messaging, talk to them over messaging. So live chat, whatever the channel is that your customer wants to engage with you, you as a business need to engage with them in that channel. Same way we frankly communicate with people.
And naturally, Twilio's platform is now quite mature and been around for how many years now?
Yeah, so Twilio was founded, I think it was 2009. Okay. So we've been around for almost a decade now, empowering some of the largest consumer apps on the planet.
And clearly, seeing as you're here at a startup conference, the services are priced affordably for startups all the way through to huge.
Yeah, so it's a pay-as-you-go model, similar to Amazon or AWS or Stripe for payments. You pay only for what you use, and that's really attractive for a startup. You don't have to sign a $10 million multi-year license, right? And startups don't have that. You just put in your credit card, start paying for what you use, a few pennies for the first call or the first message, and away you go. And so that's the power of our cloud communication platform and a usage-based billing model.
And is there any video conferencing yet?
Yeah, and we recently actually added video. So the platform now supports voice, messaging, video, and authentication via our Authy product line.
Sure, and with the video, or just with the whole thing, I mean, do I have to download an app to talk to the to the site in question, or is it something that gets pushed to me? What's the short version of how that works?
As a cloud communication platform, what we do is we build SDKs, right? So we give an SDK to the builders of the world, from large enterprises to small startups, and they can include that SDK in their application and just enable those new capabilities inside kind of the existing app.
The support button, basically, right?
It's for many of our customers, it's the support button. For other customers, though, we are part of their internal communications. For even other customers, we do flight notifications for Alaska Airlines in the States. And so some of our customers use us for alerts, notifications, others use us for support, and still others use us in creative ways we
haven't
can't
thought
even
of
imagine.
Yeah, exactly. So without giving any secrets away, what do you think's next for Twilio? And what do you think the industry might look like in, over the next 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, so one of the big things we've been investing in on the Twilio side is making it easier for folks to build on top of the platform, right?
There's an API, I see it right on the front page.
There's APIs for all of our products and offerings, and we've even added more advanced capabilities, something we call Task Router. So if you're building a contact center, you don't need to manage, how you do routing of tasks and to which agents. You can plug that information into Twilio, and Twilio can solve that for you. And so we're continuing to add new capabilities, both new modalities, like chat and video, and higher level capabilities like Task Router to help route these communication sessions accordingly.
Sure. Now, as we get to the end of the interview, I always like to ask the question: if you could please share some of the best advice you've ever received to help you get where you are today.
Yeah, so one of the things that I got advice earlier, frankly, was just when I joined Twilio, which was that you need to be adaptable and you need to be comfortable with change. And as a startup ourselves, going from when I joined, we were a startup in one floor in one building to now a publicly traded company. We've had to sort of relearn, retool, really every 6 months. And being comfortable with change is so critical to build a business into something big.
Excellent. So, do you have any final messages for iTWire viewers and readers, and for not just startups at StartCon, but Twilio's current and future customers?
Yeah, so the big message is to really, really focus on your customers and treat them like humans. And at the end of the day, talk to your customers the same way you talk to your friends. And the businesses that do that are the businesses that are going to have the best experiences and the businesses that are going to win in the long term.
Well, your customers will talk to you like you're their friends too, right?
That's what we hope.
Patrick, thank you very much. Best of luck for the rest of the conference, and best of luck for Twilio.
Yeah, great chatting with you.
Thank you.